Good morning, everybody. Resale Rabbit here. It is Tuesday, December 27th, and we've got 9 orders to ship for $250. First is in B1-3, which is, oh, that's right, I didn't put these back up yet. B1-3, I think this is it right on top. It is a chair cover for a child's chair. Came from Pottery Barn. Sold for $34.99. C3-2. Over here somewhere, C3-2. Is it this? Yes, I think this is it. Also right on top. This is, I'll open it in a second. It came on an Amazon pallet, and it is a charger for a laptop. I just want to confirm that that's it before I ship it out. Right next to that in C3-3 is going to be... No, that's not it. There it is. Hold on. It's wedged up against the side. A little blade here. Rigid wet saw blade. 4-inch. And this sold for, I think it was pretty cheap, $8. Right in front here, H3-2. I think this is it. A couple of cabinet handles. This is a 2-pack of these oil rubbed bronze handles, sold for $9. M3-1 is going to be this right here. This Bioderma soothing cream, sold for $13.99. I'm assuming this probably came from Walgreens. Now we got one in the Staples room, which we call this the Staples room because when we got a shipment from Staples once, we put all the really big stuff in here. Oh boy, this is going to be fun to hunt down. It's a light fixture. Is this it? That is not it. That's a fancy looking lamp. It's heavy too. This might be it right here. Where's the number? Nope, that's not it. I don't think that's it. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-light sconce or 3-light vanity. That is not it. I think it's going to be a longer box like that, just based on the type of light that it is. That looks like a lamp. What about this one here? Let's see. I don't think this is it. No, that's a lamp. Let's see. Could be one of those yet. Could be under one of these. That might be it. This room is a nightmare. Let me quick organize this a little bit. So as I was organizing, by organizing, I'm just kind of making it so it's not all on the floor. Found it right here. This light fixture came from Pottery Barn. Sold for $50. And it doesn't have the sticker on it that says what retail. Oh, there it is. Retail was $269. But I think we listed this as used. I'm not sure. Next in X4, right here, we sold 4 of these for $32.99, and that might be it for those. We've got a ton of the basketball ones, which seem to be selling better. We're getting about $10 a piece for them, and we'll get these, which are selling in 3 or 4 packs for like $30. But the football ones here are what sold, $32.99. In Z2-3, this is a heavier box. We sold, not those, these ones. The boxes kind of come open, so I'm going to have to count them and make sure they're all there. But these are cabinet holes. They're black, right? Yep, flat black. They should be a pack of 12, sold for $30. And there were only 11 in here. There's number 12. And then we get another pack here of 12. I'm confident that they were counted correctly when listed. But you can see they come out of there very easily. So $29.99. And that's it. The last order is still these, focus, these Nestle Toll House peppermint hot cocoa morsels. They're still showing as unshipped because I had to buy them separately from someone else on eBay to drop ship them. If you remember yesterday, we were out of stock on them. They expired in like July. And when we pulled them, we never actually pulled them from eBay, apparently. So what I did is I bought them from another seller on eBay and just put the buyer's address in. And once they ship it, then I'll put the tracking for my buyer. Shipping actually isn't due until today at the end of the day. So hopefully they ship theirs out fast enough where I can get the tracking up before it's considered late. And they have been shipped. So those will get to the buyer at an appropriate time. This is new. They won't let me add the tracking number. I've done this before in the past when I've accidentally sold out of something and I just drop ship it from another seller. Apparently you can't do that anymore. So I'm just gonna mark it as shipped without tracking. So by not adding tracking, it does give me a little bit of a ding on my account, but let me show you. I have 776 out of 777 with tracking uploaded on time and validated. So I am still well within the top rated margin, so that isn't that big of a deal. However, let's see. And it looks like it was not uploaded at all, so I don't know what that is. That could be, no, that just goes through November 30th. I don't know what that was. Let's take a look at the report here because I'm curious. That was Three Musketeers. That's weird. That should have been uploaded. If we click into here, view order details. Let's see. Oh, I know what the issue was with this. Somebody bought it, but then they canceled the transaction. But instead of canceling the transaction, they did a return request before we even shipped it. So when we canceled the sale and refunded them before we even shipped it, it shows up as the order was sold and returned, but we never added tracking. It's kind of annoying because we never even shipped it. They canceled the order within 24 hours, but again, it's 1 out of almost 800. I'm not too worried. So now it'll be 2 out of almost 800. This is why I didn't cancel the transaction though, because it's considered a defect. And I've got 3, and see how close I am from losing top rated from that. So I don't want to cancel any transactions. And here we've got 2 canceled. 1 is a thing closed without seller resolution, which is really irritating. But if we look here, I know exactly what it is. These 2 were canceled because we were out of stock. Same day, same item. It's probably 1 transaction, but they bought 2 of them. This one here, the item never showed up to the buyer. We shipped it out on time, but it just never made it. The buyer was understanding. We were messaging back and forth with them for quite a while. You know, let's just wait on tracking. I did a lost mail report or request with the post office. They were understanding. But what happened is eBay automatically opened the case. And then at that point, I couldn't refund them or do anything. I just had to do whatever eBay did. Another annoying one because I was performing good customer service, but it drops off my record after a little while, and these rarely happen for me. If you look here, we shipped it out on November 7th, and November 8th was where it was last seen. November 12th, it said in transit, and then November 15th was when I opened the missing mail request, and it's never been found. So I don't know what happened to it. USPS does lose things from time to time. I would say maybe once a month this happens, but almost every single time when we open a missing mail request, USPS will find it pretty quickly and get it to the buyer before there's an issue. I think this is only the 2nd time in 10 years of selling on eBay that it was lost altogether. I think there was another one, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, something like that, where it was just lost altogether and never found. I have had situations where I've refunded the buyer and then it was eventually found and delivered to the buyer. I've had several times, I don't know, 2 or 3 times where that's happened from my recollection. And at least one of them, the buyer reached out and said, "Hey, it delivered. How can I pay you for it now that I've been refunded?" And I just let them keep it because of the delay. It's usually cheap stuff that goes first class, you know, stuff that's under £1, so it's probably fairly inexpensive. Usually the expensive stuff we ship with insurance and it goes priority, and priority is, I'm not sure I've ever had a priority package lost. I'm not sure. Definitely not permanently lost. I don't know if I've ever had anywhere I had to do a missing mail request. I don't remember. But anyways, so that's why that's a long-winded response of why I didn't want to cancel the transaction, but don't really have a problem getting the defect for not uploading tracking. I just hope that if the buyer tries to say, hey, it was never delivered when it was, that eBay will accept that tracking. I don't know that they will, but I feel like most people are generally good and not going to say, oh, they didn't upload tracking. I can get a free item now. Hopefully. Worst case, what was it, 23 bucks, something like that? It's not the end of the world. But now that's off my order list, so I actually had 8 orders for $234, to be more exact. So that is the eBay sales. Now, so yesterday I shipped all the eBay orders out. Was waiting for the postman to come pick them up. And I was waiting, and I was waiting. Now let me tell you, I had a really good time waiting for them to pick them up. But they never showed up. And it wasn't until about 4 or 4:30 where I realized, oh, the post office isn't running because Christmas was on a Sunday. So they're going to have a lot to pick up today.